Hey, what's up my paisanos? Welcome back to a brand new KamyKam video, and today I got a brand new discussion video I wanted to discuss with y'all. And today I kind of wanted to do basically a recommendation video today because of the fact that I've been playing this really amazing game, and I've been playing it for basically non-stop for so many damn hours, probably 17 or 18 hours at this point. But I've been so addicted to this game and I cannot stop playing it. And that game in question is Indivisible, made by Lab Zero Games and published by 505 Games. Now this game in question is very new at the time of this recording or this video. It was released on the 8th of October of 2019, and I just got it out of curiosity because of the fact that a month prior I looked at some games that I wanted for my birthday. And, I saw this game and I was very much intrigued because of, the amazing art style and how it was basically an action RPG. But I wasn't really sure if it was going to be good at the time since it was still in the pre-order stage, and there was already one game I pre-ordered one time that turned out to be utter shite. I didn't want to take the chance though at the time, but about a month later when it was actually released, on the day it was actually released, I decided to get it for myself that one day. And oh my freaking gosh, guys, when I tell y'all right now that I freaking love this game, I fucking love this game. I cannot stress enough how much I love this game. It's got this crisp and the spice and everything nice. It's just too good, man. Oh my god. Unfortunately though, there's not really a lot that I actually knew about this game prior to me actually playing it, besides the fact that it was actually a Kickstarter game, which actually had a pretty high funding goal actually. Apparently I think it had $1.5 million. If I'm wrong, then the correction is on the screen right now, but at the same time, it had a pretty high funding goal, and apparently at one point it wasn't actually going to reach it at one point, and it was actually kind of getting slow in terms of backers. But eventually they did get the money to actually fund the game, and now we have this beautiful gem of a game called Indivisible. Also, can we talk about the title? Indivisible means that you can't divide it, right? I don't know math. It's indivisible. You can't take away, so you can't take away from the blessings that this game gives you. I'm just making assumptions, guys. Indivisible is an action role-playing platform game developed by Lab Zero Games and published by 505 Games. The game was released in October 2019 with the Nintendo Switch release at a later date. Now, this game's gameplay actually is pretty unique, and apparently Indivisible features platform-style action RPG exploration and combat mechanics inspired by Valkyrie Profile. Now, I have no idea what the hell Valkyrie Profile is. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. But apparently it was a game developed by Tri-Ace and published by Square Enix for the PlayStation. And it was released on December 22nd, 1999 in Japan, and on August 29th of 2000 in North America. Now, I'm not really going to talk about the overall scale of that game, but the one thing that was actually really intriguing to me was the gameplay. Now, apparently this game played more like a platform game than a traditional role-playing game. And playing in this game, you actually had an overworld where you could actually run around and jump and stuff, basically like a regular platforming game. But when you encountered an enemy, apparently you were able to just basically fight them in real time. Although I think back then they had this little loading screen for the game, so you could actually signify that you were actually going into a battle. But all the more, it was basically a real-time kind of action RPG type of game. I think it was different though. I'm not sure though, because Indivisible has very similar battle system. But the thing about it is, Indivisible makes you actually use the face buttons to attack your enemies. I don't know how Valkyrie Profile was in that regard, but I think it was probably very similar. Now again, I don't know too much about Valkyrie Profile, but apparently it's a game that was very heavily inspiring to Indivisible. I can definitely see the inspiration of Valkyrie Profile in Indivisible. Indivisible, and not Indivisible. See, this freaking title is getting on my nerves because I can't divide the title and of it. Like I was saying before though, I freaking love this beautiful game, and it's so much of a gem. Oh my gosh, it's so good. The platforming is so amazing. You get so many items and different abilities, so you can actually platform better, and you can actually attack enemies, on the overworld screen. Like how you can RPGs, you can swing a sword before a battle begins, so you can get that extra health in, but you can actually do that multiple times. Now I'm not really too sure if it gives you extra damage, but it does give you a combo that you can actually do. And I kind of abused that, as you guys can see here. I don't. Story and the visuals, oh my freaking gosh, guys. I mean, the story is kind of not really original. I mean, I've seen this type of thing with other stories and other games in the past, but the story to me is very intriguing and very, you know, eye-catching and ear-catching, and yeah, you can catch your ears now. And I feel like it does its job to actually be entertaining as a story in general. Oh my god, guys, let me tell y'all right now, the visuals of the game are fucking amazing. I love this art style. I mean, honestly, the art style alone probably made me buy the game, but at the same time, the art style and the backgrounds and all that stuff that you see on screen, and it's so beautiful of a game. The visual effects, you know, every time you absorb your friends, you know, it's just so mesmerizing to look at, like the little glow of the orb of, I guess, their soul going into your brain. Oh yeah, did I mention that you absorb your friends in your brain, and then they just kind of, you know, chill in your brain. You know, some of them kind of like make themselves comfortable. You know, they build houses and, you know, they just chill out and have, you know, a nice time. You know, isn't that lovely? But in all seriousness, guys, I think it's a very clever way to actually explain why the main character, Ajna, yeah, that's her name, is the only character on screen. Only on screen in the hub worlds. In battles, you can see all your friends and party members as they chill out and, you know, fight with you and stuff. Why are you so bad at commentating, KamyKam? Because every single party member is actually in your brain, just, you know, chilling until like a battle begins and stuff like that. And I actually do really like that because, you know, in other RPGs, when characters sometimes follow you, the character will just kind of like disappear into nothingness, or I guess hammer space, until like another cutscene came up, and then it just kind of came out of nowhere. So I do kind of like that little meta fact, I guess. And with me gushing about the game, I mean, there is one thing that I don't really like about the game. Okay, honestly, it's not something I really don't like about the game. It's just something I kind of noticed, and I don't actually think I hated it. And to be honest, I think I kind of like it. But to be honest, the game isn't really all that hard. Yeah, the game can be frustrating in some areas, but at the same time, there's so much stuff that you can do in the game, and once you kind of learn the combat, it actually is pretty easy at some points. I mean, sometimes you probably will get your ass kicked by certain enemies and bosses, but at the same time, if you play your cards right and know how to manage your party, I'm pretty sure y'all will be able to actually get past every obstacle that the game throws at you. I will say though, getting used to the combat was very, very hard for me at first. See, when I first started playing the game, I didn't really know that the game was going to be like that. I thought that the action RPG system was going to be a little bit more like Kingdom Hearts, but apparently it's not like that. And the thing is about the combat system is that, like I said before, you use the face buttons to attack, and you don't really use like the D-pad or anything like that. I mean, you do use the D-pad to actually vary up your moves and stuff like that, but for the most part, you actually do just use the face buttons, which is very, very unique and very different to me. I've also heard that basically this game couldn't actually be played with a keyboard at launch. I'm not sure if that's been updated at this point in time. If anybody knows, then let me know in the comment section below and tell me, like, how is the game played with a keyboard now? And I want to know if they actually did improve on that, because a lot of people were actually complaining about that, you know, at the time of the release. But yes, guys, that's basically going to be it for this. Like I said before, this game is fucking amazing, and I definitely do recommend it. Oh, and also one last thing I do want to announce right now. I should have announced this earlier, but I do have a Let's Play channel called VidyaCam, and I basically just do like more raw, chill Let's Plays on there. Not really raw, I still edit them and everything, but they're not on the same scale of my videos on here, which is KamyKam. I do have a lot of Let's Plays that I actually do want to do on there. Right now, I'm doing the Danganronpa series right now. Right now, I'm just uploading all of the, you know, the first time, basically, like blind Let's Plays of Danganronpa. And I'm starting to actually go into other Let's Plays right now, and I think Indivisible will be like the first new game that I will actually record and actually upload there. So I hope you guys go on ahead and subscribe to me on VidyaCam right now, so you guys can see that future VidyaCam Indivisible playthrough. Also, I don't really know if I'm going to do this, but I might play Shantae 5 on VidyaCam as well. So you guys gotta be on the lookout for that. You know what I'm saying? So yes, guys, I think the main point of this video is for you guys to honestly just go buy Indivisible. There's not so many people actually talking about this game right now, and I feel like that's pretty sad, because actually some people did actually cover this game a little while before this game actually came out, like 3 years ago. People were talking about when it was just in like the early Kickstarter development stuff, and now people aren't really talking about it anymore. So I want to really bring all that attention back to that game. The game is very, very, very much worth all the time I spent playing it and the money that I did actually spend for it. The game is actually 10% off on Steam right now, which only brings it down from like $40 to $35, which is basically amazing for me, because, you know, know, I'm cheap as hell. This game is also being released on the Nintendo Switch, but it's not on the Switch yet, and I think I'm probably gonna buy that when it comes out. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys like this video, like this video, and if you guys like you saw and want to see more, why not subscribe to the channel? I have a Twitter, which is KamyKam77, and I have a Discord link in the description down below. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. Have a good night for watching this, and as always, I'll see y'all later.